I have had a 40-year addiction to self-pity. From as far back as I can remember, as a child, I would throw a fit, hurl myself onto the bed, thump the bed covers in a tantrum. Sometimes my mother, my aunt, my elder brother would come and ask, "What's wrong, Beverley?" It was hardly ever anything. It was on few occasions when it was serious, but whenever I did have a serious problem, I wouldn't throw a tantrum. Just the silent tears or my demeanor would show that I've been heavily affected. This continued up to my early 40s. Things are going wrong, grumbling, waiting for people to feel sorry for me because everything was always going wrong. I never had enough clothes. I never had the right car. I never had a car. The money was never enough. People around me just weren't kind enough. They weren't extending open arms to my invaluable self. Nobody saw my value. Why me? Why doesn't anyone understand me? Can't they see how absolutely bubbly and brilliant I am? Self-pity. And on these occasions, during these seasons of self-pity, I would come out of it, but on retrospect, when I'd look through my journals, because I have journals where I write down every feeling and how I was able to overcome those episodes, it would only be an intense time with God, intense time with prayer, but also evaluating myself and spending time with people who are strong and committed to worthy causes, who are active, who are creating wealth, being there for their communities, being generous with their giving, but also being generous with time for themselves, learning and nurturing themselves to enable them to nurture the communities as well. Self-pity, feeling sorry for yourself, it's like crying wolf. And because I had cried wolf so many times, if you're familiar with Aesop's fables, when you do need help, no one is going to come to your aid. And often when I did need help, the same people would shake their heads and wonder, is she just crying wolf or does she really need help? But because I had scarred their emotions so much, because I had betrayed the friendship and trust we had, they didn't come to my aid. Thankfully, this is always a time of learning, and I learn a lot, especially from my weaknesses. And hey, I have plenty of weaknesses to learn from. Disengage from self-pity as much as possible. We often feel it is justified, and you list down all the trouble you've had. Self-pity is not justified, but it is justified for you to retreat, think about the hurt you've been through, and seek counsel, seek prayer, seek ways of getting out of it. But don't throw tantrums. Learn from me. I was a tantrum queen, hey. But now, I guess I'm a queen warrior, right? Yes, I am. God bless you. Enjoy your week.